speaker that's going to come up and share, which is Florence Lindor. She is a Royal Master. And what's interesting about this is like Lynn Ryan, she's a Sharon Rose Master. She tried for 3 years, and I thank God she kept the faith. She kept the faith, but she tried for 3 years to get me in this thing and to add me. And but see, if there was something that I was asking her because I was used to being around network marketing, used to being around health products. I kept on asking her, show me the testimony, show me the testimony. So I guess finally she got it and she heard it after 3 years because just like we're hearing here, we want to know, hey, not only product testimony but financial testimony, which is today is mainly about financial testimony. But one Friday, she invited me to speak. It was a setup. She set me up because before I speak, I was to speak on relationship. Okay, before I spoke, Florence Lindor, this royal master. Don't she looks confident, don't she? She looks like a royal master, very confident, like, oh yeah, uh-huh, come on now. But here's the rest of the story. She began to share, and she began to talk about the hemohim. Man, the hemohim. She was talking about the hemohim. And I was like, oh man, that sounds good. And then Lynn said, tell them how many people, you know, and she having her downline. I mean, when you got over 50,000 people in your downline, what reigned in my mind was how in the world you maintaining that type of level of customer base? How are you doing that? Because see, I didn't know the rest of the story that it was free. I didn't know. You know, I didn't know that there was no authorship. I didn't know. I'm thinking in the same traditional as far as network marketing is concerned. But then when she talked about the income over $50,000 a month, I was like, whoa, whoop, there it is. I'm like, okay. So I was interested in the product. I was hyped up. Here I am supposed to speak, and I want to pick up my phone call and call Florence. so, so I hope you feel hyped up at this time because right now we get ready to call on our royal master, Florence Lindor. Florence.
Wow, wow. Good evening, Pastor Edwards. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, wow, thank you very much for the invite. Yeah, so I thank God for you as a business partner that's working very hard towards your imperial master. So you kept the faith. You've been with us for a few years now, and I'm trusting God for you that you are going to make it all the way to Imperial Master. And you are doing great. You're very patient and always, serving the people and encouraging them. And I know God has His way for you to make it to the top. Wow, so it's amazing to hear about Star Master Leaders Club member, Miss Rose de la Bench. It makes me smile, because I know where we started together. We started the business, together, and always work, it's always good to have a buddy in this business. Somebody you can share, somebody you can, whine to. We whine together, we pray together, we fight, you know, um, to make it happen all the way through, Star Master, Wild Master. We've been working together so much. And I tell you, that's my right hand. I'm not afraid, afraid to say that, so she knows me and I know her, and then we've been working the business so long. And I'm very proud of her to see how she grow. And then she's continued to grow and grow and grow in Atomy. And I can't wait to see her, climbing the ladder of Royal Master, Royal Leaders Club, Crown Master, all the way to Imperial Master. It's gonna happen. Yeah, so I'm very proud of her, and then she's a strong leader, even though the road sometimes get very rough. But I said, Rosalie, we're gonna make it. Don't worry. God has the way. God has the lead. God is with us. We are not afraid. Okay, but it's a process. Because success, the road of success is not a straight road. Okay, so there's bumps, there's nails, there's all kind of obstacle. But if you stand the course, if you keep going and keep going and keep going through tough times, to bad times, to whatever, hurricane time, so stand the course because it's a process. You to make it to Imperial if you stay the course, if you be patient enough and don't give up, because winners never quit, okay? And quitters never win, but we are all winners in Atomy. So even though the business is free, but freedom isn't free. Okay, so you want to be free, you want to be achieve financial freedom, you must be strong and put God first and then follow the path of faith. Okay? So I thank God for you, Rosalie, and all my partners. You are guys my partners, even though there's some on my uplines other leg. We are cousin. We are all in it. We have Miss Carol Spain, we have other members, that's not on my business partners, but we are cousins. We have the same upline, Miss Jean, that appreciates love so much. So we are all going to make it, and we're working together, with our upline, Miss Jen Yi, who's very patient and passionate about Atomy. So I thank God. I thank God for being in this Atomy business. It's a blessing. It's not only the money per se, but the fact that you are earning money, together. It's not like, you do the job on your own and then you make it and then you forget about other people. No, we are in it together. Together, we're gonna make it, we're gonna achieve all the way. We're going to achieve big success all the way to Imperial Master. You see that, I am not playing this year. I am not playing. You see that I put my background, make Imperial. So my organization, I told people, we need minimum of 1,000 Imperial Masters within 10 years. 1,000. Okay, so are you one of them? Let's go. Let's go. There's one life to live. What there is to lose? Nothing to lose. Because, after me, you register for free, they give you a $1 million mall. Eh? You don't do inventory. You don't, pay people for advertisement. You don't pay for the website. They give you a huge store, online store. What else do you want? The products, you don't do any inventories. You don't pay for people to manage the website, do you? They give it to you free. But what you choose to do with it, that's how you're gonna make it, make it successful in Atomy. Okay, so we all here. I'm not gonna stay too long because I know, we have other speaker, Mr. Tony Lee. Yeah, so very proud of her. My cousin, my cousin sister from the other leg, from my upline leg. So we are in it together. So guys, to make it to the top, to make it successful in Atomy, Atomy already make pave the way for you. They give you the great website, absolute quality products, absolute price. an absolute compensation plan. And then they have a system, in place for you. They pay the hotels to do your seminars, your success academy. The company is in it with you. They want you to succeed. It's customer success. Change your buying habits and make and help other people change their buying habits. And this is it. The products. The products is the business. And the people with you, your partners, they need to make it. That means you have to have a heart for your partners to make it. Without your partners, you cannot make it alone in Atomy. You have to cherish the spirit, follow the faith, create the vision of success. You want your partners to succeed. Okay? If your partners succeed on your left and on your right, you definitely gonna succeed. I'm a registered nurse, 25 years of experience. I used to gain my life, have a decent life, with my nursing pay, but I was not free. Yeah, 25 years working as a registered nurse. Don't get me wrong, I love nursing, but my calling wasn't in it. It's not what God wanted for me to do the rest of my life. When I found Atomy, oh my God, as a I think October 29, 2015, you know, I registered just to have an account so I could buy the him for my sick husband. That's how I found Atomy. But when I saw the greatness of the products, oh my God, people that have cancer, that have diabetes, I was sharing the products. And then when I saw that Atomy was paying me without doing the business, I said, well, if I do the business, then about if I do the business. So I would, be, successful. And then July 1st, 2016, that's when I made one of the biggest decisions of my life. I resigned my full-time nursing job to do Atomy full-time. Oh my God. My children, they thought mom was crazy. They never heard of such a thing. You know, a professional nurse leaving their nursing profession to sell toothpaste and toothbrushes. So my kids literally thought I was crazy. Yeah. But I saw the vision. I saw that I wanted to be free. You know, I wanted to earn my life, my schedule, my time. Your time is your life. I said, if when I die, I can just live, I can just live, whatever I left for my children, 401k, whatever insurance, and then they'll blow it, I have 4 children, they'll blow it all together. And then this is it, that's it. That's about it. And they can hang my diploma and said, Mom was a beautiful nurse. That's all. But I saw the vision of, I saw the bigger picture. Okay? To me, you can leave an inheritance for your children and your grandchildren. I said, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to leave an inheritance to my children and to my grandchildren. That was one of my biggest motivation. Okay? So I said, every Friday will be holiday for my children, and then they will remember mom for the rest of their lives, right? So if I do the Atomy. So that was one of my biggest reasons. But my second one was, to be free, to retire myself from the right race. from the rat race because I wanted to be free. I love traveling. I love, having good times with my partners, my families, my friends, to be free. I like, keeping punching in, punching out. They tell you when to go on vacation. They tell you when to have your lunch time. It's, I, I, at the beginning of my journey that Atomic could make me become free. You don't have to quit your job, to do Atomic, please. But that was my personal choice. I burned my boat. I didn't want no doubt in my mind, in my brain that I was gonna fail or something. I never thought of failing. I said, I'm gonna do this. Florence, you're gonna do this, do or die. That was my attitude. I said, I'm gonna do it to the fullest. That's why I dropped my job and then I take off, all the way. I'm going to make it to Imperial Master pretty soon. But that's why, I I took off running, but maybe I was running too fast. Now I have to wait for my partners to achieve, Wild Master like me and then push to crown to Imperial Master. I'm patient enough, I'm patient enough. Yeah. Yeah. Within 5 years, I was already Wild Master. But guys, the journey of success is not an easy road. But if you keep persevering, persisting, okay? Working hard, be patient, pray about it, and, pushing, praying, patient, perseverance, and persistence until you make it to Imperial Master. You can do it. The CEO of Atomy said, make Imperial, make Imperial, make Imperial. He knows that we can do it. But you have to have the faith. Faith is not something, it's something you're hoping for, but you don't see it. If you are looking towards your left leg, your right leg, your business partners, your organization, doubt is gonna fill your mind. Guys, you have to have faith. This is one of the company motto. Cherish the spirit. Create the vision. Already see in your mind that you are going to make it. Push for it. And follow the faith. Faith is something hoping for. You hope to become successful. You have but faith it's God. It's God itself. When you have faith, you have God. Okay? You follow the faith. Follow God. It's not when you follow God, you don't have to see the middle of the road. You don't have to see the end of the road, but He knows the beginning and the end of the road. If you believe in God, you have the faith. You don't have to see. Because if you see, that means you can doubt, you can conceive other things in your brain. But if you believe in God, you have the faith in God. You don't see, you keep working. Because faith without work, it's in vain. You don't have the faith if you don't put up the work. If you have faith, you're gonna work until you make it because you have faith that God is gonna make it happen for you. Okay? So guys, I want to make sure that you guys, knows that Atomy is a vehicle of success. It's a big company. I'm in a Royal Leaders Club. Royal Leaders Club making more than $250,000 a year. Guys, it's not a joke. You can do it too. But you have to be in, align yourself have a good work ethic, have a good work ethic, be a person of principles, believe that you can achieve and work hard with your partners and help them to make it, for them to make it on your right and on your left, and then yours will be automatic. So the five principle of success is to decide tonight. This evening, you deciding to do atomy? It is not enough. You have to engage yourself. You have to engage yourself to do the 8 steps to success, the 8 habits. You can find those videos on YouTube. 8 steps of success. 8 steps of success. Type that in YouTube. You're gonna find tons of videos from the CEO, from Park Ju, from other imperial masters. Yes, 8 steps to success and 8 habits. Engage yourself. But if you engage yourself, you have to put the action. When we say go, when we say run the master ships, you run the master ships. But if you are looking your left and your right, you are not going to do anything. But if you have the faith, you have to put up the work to show that you have the faith, you put up the work, and God will make it happen for you. Teamwork. Work with your upline, work with your partners, duplicate yourself, and you're gonna see results. Okay? So cherish the spirit, create the vision of success, follow the faith. Follow the faith. Faith is not something you see, it's something you believe. And then when you believe, when you have faith, you're going to put up the work and then you're going to see the result and serve in humility. That's our company motto. Guys, I would like to listen to my next speaker, but I'm going to stop right here. I encourage you to stand the course and continue working hard until you make it to Imperial, because we are all going to Imperial Master. We want to see a session. Imperial, Imperial, Imperial. Let's go, guys. Thank you for listening. God bless you
Now,
all.
now before you go, can you tell us about some of your personal financial accomplishment? There was one in particular that I want you to share. There was a certain country that you traveled to. That I love it when you tell that testimony. But this, just share some of your personal accomplishments with with your family, with yourself, and I can name other few things that you are doing, since you have came into such level of financial freedom. Kind of share with the audience some of the things that what you're doing right now.
Wow, 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 wow. I love traveling. I'm all over the place. I'm always traveling. Yeah, most of the time. I went to UK twice. UK, Canada, Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Canada, Montreal, Canada, Mexico many times, Colombia many times. I love my Latino team. Yeah. Yes, I've been going places. And I thank God, it's a blessing. And then also, with the Atomy treat you very well. Starting Sharon was master, they start giving you trips, traveling time. They treat you very well in those trips. Oh my God. I went to Cancun, Mexico with the company. Oh my God, red carpet. Miss Worsley was there too, and so a couple of partners that were Sharon was. And then I went to Hawaii with the company. Oh, so that was amazing. They have so many program for us. We went under the sea, we touching the fish under the water. They put a oxygen mask on top of our heads, and then we went down. That was my first time experience. We went down the sea And then, there's somebody with us, to guide us and to not to be afraid. You breathe like you were on above the sea, but we could touch the fish that's passing by. That was very soothing and relaxing. Oh my God, we play baseball. Well, we play basketball in the sea too. Oh my God, it's a lot. And then the Wild Master trip. Whoa, that was a celebrity trip. Oh my God, my children, I always bring them with me. There were tears down their face, and they said, "Mom, oh my God, those people, they treat you like a superstar." Hey, I said, yes, we are superstar. They had the red carpet, going from the front of the boat inside the cruising boat. Oh my God. And that boat was very pretty, like 15 stories. Oh, and then, oh my God, we visited like 14, 15 countries. Egypt, Spain, Italy. When I was in Italy, because I put that on my life scenario, it's when I was there that I remember I put that on my life scenario. Can you imagine? Your life scenario is very powerful. And then when they were interviewing me, and I said, oh my God, I am in the city of Florence. Can you imagine I put that couple of years ago in my life scenario? And here I am in Florence, Italy. I was amazed. Guys, write your life scenario. Whatever you want to accomplish, write it down.
Okay, one
Wow.
last thing. One last thing. How have you given back to the community? How have you given back
Yes.
to the community? Especially in Haiti.
Yes. Actually, this at this time, I am supporting them financially, and my goal is to build a big school. So my $1 million as an imperial master will go towards that school because I want to build a big campaign, big school from kindergarten to high school, and then also career like college also, from zero to career thing. So it's gonna be a campaign, like a school with many different, they can learn whatever they want to learn and stuff from zero to high school, and then career like a university afterwards. So that's my goal, to teach, to help the community, with education. Yeah. So, but
What's the name of the
actually,
orphanage? What's the name of the orphanage that you're helping right now?
yeah, it's
The-
yeah, it's I did I know the organization name, but I want to change that name, so I will tell you later on. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Um, if you let me see here. Okay, well, right now we're going to get ready and to bring up, Tony Lee at this